Welcome to Brave Talk Battle of the Brains. Let's meet our teams. On this side, we have Coach Shep, Sadie Binkley, and Jayla Wooten. On this side, we have Mr. Fort, Abby Reisinger, and Savannah Conley. For today's game, we will be taking a number between 1 and a million to decide what team begins the competition. Each team will be able to choose a category point amount. If the answer is incorrect, the other team will be able to steal. The team will have 15 seconds to answer each question. On a steal, the team will only have 5 seconds to answer. At the end of the game, there will be a bonus question where teams will be able to wager their points. Let's get started.
Write down your number between 0 and a million.
Yeah, that was smooth. Yes.
Do you have yours?
We do.
What's yours?
17.
17. What'd you pick?
555,555.
The answer was 1.
Good job, team. All right.
Contest is over, right, Mr. Ford?
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Fort, the board is yours. What do you pick?
Let's go history for number 1.
History for 1. And by the way, it doesn't say it up there, but it is American history.
Excellent.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Finish this quote. Yesterday, December 7th, 1941.
Do I need to write this down?
No.
I'll just tell you.
You can just tell me.
A date which will live in infamy.
That is correct.
Nice job. Good job.
Mr. Shepherd, what do you choose?
History for 3.
Oh, American history for 3. Who was the first American to win the Nobel Peace Prize?
Oh my god. Do you know it?
The first American to win a Nobel Peace Prize.
It's always him. So.
Mr. Shepherd, your answer. In 1 second.
My answer is MLK.
No. Mr. Fort, a chance to steal.
Maya Angelou.
No.
Who is
It was Theodore Roosevelt.
Wow.
Should have said Roosevelt.
You should have, then you would have had it correct. Mr. Fort, what do you choose?
Let's finish up history for 2.
History for 2. What is the exact date in which the Declaration of Independence was signed? Exact date.
Was signed
Mm-hmm.
July 2nd, 1776.
What?
Mr. Shepherd, a chance to steal. And if that is correct, then the information I got was wrong. You are close. You can't look at it, you're on his team.
I love it.
Okay.
Is it the 4th?
July 4th, 1776.
I felt like you knew it.
The information I had was August 2nd, 1776.
That is not a date.
No.
That is wrong.
Okay.
Mr. Ford was actually right.
It hurts. Number 1, he's on your opposing team.
I know.
Game
Mr. Ford was
respects
wrong.
game right there.
Okay, Mr. Shepherd, what do you
You taught me
choose?
that.
Let's go, let's take it a different route. Let's go science for 1.
Ooh, science for 1. This is one that you will be able to get. How can you determine the age of a tree?
By the number of rings.
That is correct. Yay! You need to have an applause on that.
There it is. There it is. Good job.
Mr. Fort, what do you choose?
Let's go with science number 2.
Science number 2.
Sure.
What does Roy G. Biv stand for?
Red, orange, yellow, blue. Oh,
that's
G,
wrong.
I forgot the G. Green, blue, indigo, violet.
That is correct. Even if they had it all the wrong order, they had them. I also would have accepted the colors of the rainbow. Mr. Shepherd, what would you like?
Let's go Let's go math. No math. No math. Let's go science for 3.
Science for 3. What does King Philip plays cards on fat girls' stomachs
What?
stand for?
Say that one more time, Alex.
King Philip plays cards on fat girls' stomachs.
King. I've never.
Got it.
Things.
Got it.
It's the phylum, the order of phylum and ecosystem.
That counts.
It's the kingdom, phylum, and so forth.
Mr. Ford, I am going to give him that. He does have a good bit of it, but I want to hear your answer so he hears the correct answer.
I was gonna say it's the order of the classification.
The
of
classification of the biological classification.
Thank you, Mr.
It's kingdom, phylum, class, origin, family, genus, and species.
I did not.
Sorry, Mr.
It's
Ford,
okay.
but he had half of it.
That was a 3, right?
3.
Yeah.
Oh, 3.
Okay, Mr. Ford, what do you choose?
We're gonna go big money, Battle of the Bulge for 3.
Battle of the Bulge for 3. This is getting interesting. What was the code name for the German offensive that became known as the Battle of the Bulge?
That was that's a name.
I like how he threw his marker.
I don't know.
You have 2 more seconds to not know.
Thunderclap.
That is actually not correct. Mr. Shepard, a chance to steal.
Operation Minefield.
No. I'll give you guys a hint. If one of you can smack the table and give the correct answer, I'll give you, how much was it for? 3?
3.
I'll give you 2 points. It has to do with where the war was fought.
Ordnance.
Ordnance, that is correct. It was the Ordnance Offensive.
Yours is crazy. Okay, we got it.
Mr. Shepard, what do you choose?
Let's go Battle of Bulge for 2.
What was the weather like during the Battle of the Bulge?
It was in the dead of winter. It was cold and snowing.
That is correct. Mr. Ford, he knows he can get that 1, but he's eyeing bigger points.
We need to go English for 3.
English for 3. Oh, not gonna lie, this is the hardest question out of this whole trivia.
Thank you.
Wow.
But think it through and it probably won't help you.
Thank you. Yes. Great.
What do the words silver, month, orange, and purple have in common?
None of these words rhyme.
That is correct.
Nice.
And it's not that none of them rhyme, the actual thing they don't have any other words. Did you know that?
There's new orange.
Wasn't
Good
that,
job.
Wait,
Oh,
wasn't that
well,
like the connections?
fist
like,
bump.
they didn't-
Yeah, I believe you.
That was on the connections like 3
It was just one
I
letter.
didn't.
They don't have any
We
rhyming
get
words.
3.
Very good.
Okay.
On our commercial, here's a song.
Let's sing it, Mr.
What should we
Ford.
say?
What you just
Yankee Doodle.
Oh.
You started.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni.
That's
We have a very close game now, and whose turn is it?
ours.
Is it your turn? What do you choose?
We're going English for 2.
English for 2. Who was Samuel Clemens?
That's a great question.
I thought so.
Samuel Clemens, otherwise known as Mark Twain.
Mark, mic drop. Mark Twain. Fort was excited too, because he knew that one.
Thank you, good sir.
So the
Great
score
job.
is,
So happy for you.
that was
three.
2, yeah. Score is now 10-6. Mr. Fort, what do you choose? You're down 4.
Let's go with the vile subject of math for 3.
Math for 3.
I don't know.
Trying to make this up.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, listen to the question carefully. What is the name for the ratio between two numbers that equals 1.618 called? What is the name for the ratio between two numbers that equals 1.618?
Sounds like a good. Should we say it? Should we say it? The Fibonacci sequence.
Oh, that is a good guess, but it is incorrect.
I'm going to say Fibonacci.
Chance to steal.
I have no idea.
Any of the high schoolers?
I have not done this.
I guarantee you have, you just don't realize.
Diagram theorem.
No.
No, I was just throwing it out there. I know, it's
It is
just-
called the golden ratio.
I have not.
I feel like it's pretty close to what you
I think
said.
that's the same thing.
Isn't that the Fibonacci sequence?
Someone will look that up and we'll let you know for the 3 points. Miss Picentini is on.
There's hope.
Till then, Mr. Shepherd, what do you choose?
Let's go math for 2.
Math for 2.
That is not, no, they don't get a point. That's crap.
We'll find out.
Oh, we might.
No.
Keep going.
Hey, we gave you a point on kingdom and phylum.
That's true.
What is the name given to the theorem a squared plus b squared equals c squared?
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
What's the math question for when that's 1 plus 3?
What is it?
Sorry.
What did you
yes.
guys say?
The Pythagorean.
No, they said Fibonacci.
Yes, that is
There
correct.
you go. And 3
It
points
is
right
totally
there.
associated with
Congratulations, you're
the
still-
Fibonacci.
Good job.
Great job.
But you're not losing by as much.
So it's 12 to 9.
Goodness.
12 to 9. Stop looking at my questions.
I promise I was.
Liar. All right, what do you choose, Mr. Ford?
Battle of the Bulge for 1.
Battle of the Bulge for 1. What year did the Battle of the Bulge begin?
1944.
1944 is correct.
Very good.
Mr. Shep, what do you choose?
English for 1.
English for 1. What famous best-selling author was a former lawyer who wrote The Client, The Firm, and A Time to Kill?
Fitzgerald.
Incorrect. Mr. Fort,
John Grisham.
John Grisham is correct. Uh-oh, we have a 1-point game going on here.
Stop.
Mr. Fort, what do you choose? Oh, and there's only one question left. So you're getting your strength, math, for 1. What is the longest side of a right triangle called?
Right, isn't that right? Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse is correct. And we have a tie game. So,
Did you bring a tiebreaker, Mr. Hartley?
oh, we do have a tiebreaker.
Ooh.
It is final LEopardy. It's not Jeopardy, it's LE. Okay, so you guys talk amongst yourselves and decide how many of your points are you wagering. This is fun that it's actually comes down to something. Hide your boards and decide what you're wagering, and once you have your number, put the board upside down on your table. And you cannot wager Texas. Okay, Mr. Fort, what is your wager? And you'll write this next to there.
Oh
12.
my gosh, we wagered the same. 12.
Did you really? Oh, and 12. Okay.
Double tiebreaker.
Now, with this question, I'm going to ask, there is a city and a state involved. You will receive half your points for just the state. You will receive full points if you have the city and the state.
What about just the city?
If you know the city, you should know the state.
Got it.
True.
Okay.
Do we need to write this down?
Let's write it.
Yes, please write it down though, and that way, yes, so we can reveal your answers. That is how we're gonna do it. So when you have your answer, place it upside down again. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Since this is all high school categories and high school questions, where was the first public high school in the United States?
Oh my God.
Do we have a timer for this, a 30-second one? 5 seconds.
You like the first one?
Okay, let's see how we did on this. Mr. Shepherd, would you please reveal your answer to the camera? And then the camera will tell me what the answer says.
New York City, New York.
New York City, New York. What did Team Fort come up with?
Salem, Massachusetts.
It was, let me make sure I get this correct. Boston, Massachusetts, which means they get half the credit for having the correct state. Team Fort gets 18 points.
Nice. Well played.
I wrote down Boston and then thought so.
He did.
Guys, thank you for playing and
Thank you.
All right, that was a great game.
Thanks for joining us today. Bye.
Everybody wave.